Hi guys, I'm back. Today I want to talk about everything you need to know before you go back home to the Philippines after you get married to a Filipina. I know that most of husbands of Filipinas thinking the same way, because um okay, let me just share a little bit about my experience. Every time that I go back to the Philippines for vacations after I get married to my husband, I never tell them exactly when I will be there. And I'm gonna share with you about why I don't tell them when I go back home. It's simply I don't want them to expect me to be arrived that day. And I call that it's just Filipino instinct or something like that. But yeah, there's many things that you need to know and you need to prepare before you go back to the Philippines after you get married to your wife from Philippines. Um, First thing is never tell them when you arrive. Never ever tell them. Maybe I think it's much better if you tell them like for example like I'm gonna get there right around April, like April second week or you know mid of April, something like that. And think it's better if you tell them that you get there probably May, mid of May or something like that. In short, you need to lie. I think it's kind of like selfish, but you will thank me later because it's a really really good idea. The reason is if you tell them exactly when you're gonna be there, what exactly date, they're gonna wait for you. They're gonna all of them is gonna like probably 20 of the family of your wife will be waiting in the airport to pick you up, and you think, oh, they so happy to see me. Nope, they're so happy to get the present that you bring them. So before you go there, especially they know when you're gonna come there, you're gonna arrive, they're gonna ask for things that, hey uncle, or hey brother, can you this is what I want for presents and blah blah blah. So my tips is never tell them when you're gonna be there. Every time they will ask you, just say, we're not sure yet, we didn't buy the ticket yet, but I think we're gonna be there around May instead of the date that you're gonna be there. And second tips, never ever go back there during occasion. And when I'm talking about occasion, this is about like, for example, if your wife has a siblings of probably 10 and nieces and nephews probably 5 or something like that, don't go there during their birthdays or before their birthdays. It's better to go there maybe after their birthdays or something like that, because they're gonna expect you to pay for the occasions of their niece, the family relatives and stuff like that. I know it's kind of like selfish to say that, but I mean, I think because we Filipino, we always celebrate for the birthdays. And I know when you be there at that time, you be obligated to do that because you feel sorry, or if you feel bad, guilty or something, that you can afford a little bit but you will not, give something. um this is not kind of like selfish, but if you don't have that enough money, because I know here in United States, we work hard for our money. And most of husbands of Filipinas or Filipinas who is married to a foreign man, they don't have enough that money. We are trying to survive here too because we pay everything more than in the Philippines. It's more expensive. And third tips that I will tell you is that don't go home during Christmas. Don't go home. Christmas. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, Christmas or New Year. Ah, it's gonna be disaster. Probably you will spend tons of money for presents and occasions like that, big occasions. It's just risky. Um, the only thing that I will share you about this is because I just want you guys to save money. Like I know that it's nice to help, but I think on those kind of occasions like birthdays, Christmas, New Year's, um, you know, you can save those money, and in the future, if there's emergency, then you can help them. You can use those money to help the family of relatives of your wife from the Philippines. It's just for me, I think it's not making sense a lot. Like for example, like there's like 10 siblings or nephews is gonna celebrate a birthday every year. So just think about how many presents you have to give them, how many money you have to spend every birthdays. And I'm not just talking about $100. Sometimes $200, because the more people, um, siblings that your wife has, the more money you have to spend, because if there's birthday, you just don't want to spend like probably $50 when they will not even able to eat anything, because $50 in the Philippines is not that much. So you have to spend at least $200 to be able to enjoy the occasions of the birthday of the nephew, or niece or sisters and stuff like that, or father. So for me, I think it's very smart to avoid that avoid to go home in the Philippines, to be going to the Philippines on during of those occasions, birthdays, Christmas, New Year's, or never ever let them know when exactly you're gonna arrive, because better be safe, than to spend a lot of money. um I know that even most of the Filipina who is married to a foreign man, they have the same problem. um I'm gonna share a little bit about it. Like, even me, I have the same problem. Like, before, when I was in the Philippines, I will be able to talk to my family or relatives, cousins, like that. um like normal people, like, hey, how you doing, blah blah blah, let's share if we want some like lunch and blah blah blah. This time, nope. Every time that they message me, it's hard. Like, I have a cousins that I never seen since when I was like 5 years old, and then she just messaged me, and I was so happy. Like, hey, it's been a long time since I never heard from her. We are so close back then. And you know what? She will, message me. She don't even ask me how I'm doing, or how's my life now, or like super excited like that. First thing that she asked me, my birthday is tomorrow. Can you please give me a little bit money for my birthday? Thank you. And I was like, wow, dude, we never seen each other since like forever. And that's first thing that you're gonna ask me. So I feel like I am now Bill Gates. But it's really sad. It's not only me has problem on this. This video is, you know, I'm just sharing my thoughts about this because I just want you guys to, when you go to the Philippines, spend your money on the right things. Like, I think it's much better if you like don't go home there during the occasion stuff. And then once you're there, and then you can text them and surprise, I'm here, and then you can just, and they're not prepared for you, because if you let them know that you're going there that day or that date, you know how many people is gonna wait for you, and like the relatives from province and stuff, they're gonna go, you know travel all the way to the city just to meet you, and you're in trouble. And then when you arrive to the Philippines, and they will not know, in that way you can, give them the presents that you already, buy from here, and also you can bring them to dinners and stuff. um it's not much really expensive, that, because they're not prepared for you. um Anyways, I just make these short videos to share my thoughts and tips about this, and later on I'm gonna make more videos. Please give us a thumbs up if you like this video, and also subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions, please leave a message or comment below, and I will answer your questions. I'm gonna make a video next about how do you know, or how to find out if the Filipino is a scammers. Thank you guys, and have a great day.